The baldo?
This is my head. The baldo.
What the fuck is the baldo?
No, it's fucking.
It's a dildo for your balls?
Yes. First ball dildo. I don't know. What do? You just throw it in your
Suction
pussy?
it on your balls and just move it.
Suction it.
Suction your balls. Yes.
By the way,
oh my god! They show you how it works. You put it on. You do put it on your testicles. You make your balls hairless, and you put lube on it, and then you stretch the ball over your balls.
Shaving your balls is hard to do.
No, it looks like
it's like I don't know, like weighs your balls down. I don't know what it's supposed to do.
Have you guys ever seen the golf ball washers on the golf courses where you stick the balls in it? Oh, I always thought like that would be like the drunken like dare.
Let me just go dip my balls in here, like.
Shout out, welcome our guest Goldie Glock.
Crazy.
This guy doesn't know how to introduce a guest for the life of him. He's looking up.
Yo, bro, I'm just like so like.
He's looking at his dude's balls.
Dumbfounded by fucking the baldo, like the baldo. I like my mind is fucking. Oh my god!
This podcast is brought to you by the baldo.
Brought to you by baldo.
Who wants their balls shaved?
So I sell baldos instead of jewelry.
Would you?
Gus Golden Baldo Company.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Goldie Glock is a big gold dealer, I guess would be like.
We're jewelers, motherfucker. Gold dealer.
Gold dealer.
In the gold.
The gold
It has to be dealer when you're black.
Black, exactly.
Right? So that's what I'm dealing.
Yes.
Fucking DB's a camera dealer. He deals in pictures and videos. You have those videos. You have those for the Elos?
Yes. I need it, brother.
So welcome to the gold dealer.
Yes.
That is my racial bias. What?
For all your gold needs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what's your at before we get into
silver ones too if you're broke.
GOLDIE
Goldie
Glock.
Goldie.
GLOCK.
Not Goldilocks. Goldie Glock.
Goldie
Yeah,
Glock. Talk in the mic when you talk, DB.
You don't want to fucking be eating no porridge around the Goldie Glock, I promise.
But yeah, welcome. Is this the season? It's been a good Christmas season. People buying jewelry right now.
People are buying jewelry and I'm trying to sell out, but you know, that's what it is, and we're just trying to make it through another year.
Hypothetically,
COVID shit.
Could we make like a mask with gold and diamonds and shit?
We
like
could.
You can do anything you fucking want to
Do
do.
whatever you want.
Because I was thinking, make one off.
Do you have $100,000 to do it though?
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking gold. If you need like a thin
So my theory,
condom skin type
condom
fucking
skin.
mask.
I make the concept design, put it up for sale. Then when someone actually buys it,
Like
we
Jim
make
Carrey,
it.
makes the mask.
Yeah, but then we need the money to actually do it
And
first.
then one-offs.
Okay, so yeah, you want
So
the
they pay
royalties
for
from
it.
the...
Yeah, and then
I got
and whatever it is, you
for
take your
You put a little
one-off.
signature on the back, you know, the cringe
Whatever it is.
edition, you know.
I wouldn't even do cringe. I have a next clothing brand I do. Like, for example, we do designer socks. Shout out Francois Benjamin. We're launching up
So
the
let's put some
site.
gold on that shit.
I know.
the
So that's what I'm
sock?
saying. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, because we do designer, that's for the
Son,
idea.
wow.
So it's like, eventually, it's like, fuck, you should just go all in designer. Like, proper designer
Gold
designer.
stitching, actual gold wire, just...
One-off shit where it's just like, you charge out the wazoo and some rich idiot will pay for it.
Exactly.
Wazoo is such a good word.
It is.
Right out the wazoo. That's like Caucasian privilege using that word too.
What's Goldie
It's
Glock up
old-timey
to for
white
Christmas?
privilege.
Yeah,
Old
timing in the 30s.
Yeah.
Goldie Glock.
It's like razzmatazz.
Those are the words
Full
that-
razzmatazz on it.
I set up DB mic and he still refuses to use it.
Oh,
It's gonna be so echoey. Every time we talk, it's gonna be echoey as fuck. We tested this out. This guy doesn't listen. He yells at me for fucking setting up.
He has to hold the mic in his
He doesn't even
hand.
listen to his own shit.
He has to hold it and be like, yo, listen, it's
Can they hear you from there?
dick butt kiss visuals.
White kids visual.
Dick in the bucket.
It's actually DBK now. We changed it.
Yo, but Goldie Glock, I gotta ask. It's a go-to question I have to ask. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes, I do.
Of course he.
100%.
Would you fuck an alien if they were a hot avatar
100%.
looking at
That's a
us?
good.
See?
That's a good.
That's a good question.
See,
all
finally
aliens.
someone, he's always
Yo,
hates this
man, the
question.
reason why I hate the question is because, like, yo, a woman's pH balance destroys fucking under. What do you think an alien's pH balance will do to you? She will disintegrate
Destroy
your
my
dick on
body.
contact.
So you're a big
Kind of
alien
finger and
guy.
come out with
For
bone
sure.
only.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You a big conspiracy guy too?
I mean, the
So
word
it's a conspiracy
conspiracy
at this
itself,
point. It's just,
you know,
it
it's
just
what it is,
yeah.
right?
The Great
All the shit
Reset?
that they're just
He's the
lying to
original
us.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
You still owe me a band.
I do.
No.
This is like,
But
you
yo,
know, like
hopefully
History
the
Channel
planet
guy?
does come back
That's
around
what
and
it's
we're all
like.
dead, and then I don't owe you one.
Hopefully.
Goldie Glock is pretty much the black Alex Jones, you're saying.
I wouldn't say that. The
He's
whole
a History
yelling
Channel
shit.
guy.
The phones are gay.
The guy that wears the brown fucking jacket with his hair.
Ancient aliens.
Yeah.
Ancient
Or
aliens.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
So do you think COVID? What do you think COVID is? Do you think it actually is just a virus, and this is what we gotta do? Like,
I don't know what it is, but this shit is
Kinda.
bullshit because,
Yo, is that new strain in the UK for real?
talking
That's what I'm saying. I knew
Minecraft.
there's going to be a new strain. I knew that 100%.
I remember you saying that. There's
Yeah.
a new strain.
Is that new strain?
I said that from
in the
back.
COVID 2.0.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, that's cap. I smell cap on that new strain.
I smell cap on COVID in general.
Exactly.
How about that?
I was gonna say you don't smoke, then I realized you're wearing a mask in COVID.
The funniest thing about all this, I love how the celebrities, but like the guy from Pfizer's like, yeah, I'm not taking that vaccine. It's like, well, fam, if you don't want to take it first, there's no way I'm taking it.
Would you trust the cook? A chef
I love
that doesn't
some-
trust his own
somebody-
food?
I'm not taking that shit.
Somebody said they're like, oh, we should get LeBron James tested first for the people, and then someone retweeted they're like, only if you do Tom Brady first.
True, that's
Trying
a
to
fair
get niggas to
trade-off.
do it.
That's a fair trade-off. What do you're not taking it? You said.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of LeBron, but like I would definitely say he's still greater than fucking Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's overrated and a cheater. So
They're both.
With the ball out, the fucking.
No.
he has too many fucking gates, bro.
No, but
Kissing
Tom.
son gate.
Yeah, but that gives him superpowers.
Yeah.
You did kissing your son in your mouth with his superpowers?
Yeah, you take his energy.
The youthful saliva. The pheromones of a young boy.
Ask all those calls. They're doing it. What are they doing it for?
Is that where the adrenochrome comes from? The lips of teenage boys?
Yeah, they love that shit.
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's
Succulent.
that's why the priest. There was always a little secret. They
You
always
see the priest giving them herpes and shit? That was fucked up.
What?
Well, I've
What
watched-
is this?
I've
Yes.
watched so many documentaries about
Is this
like,
recent?
priests raping
Like a
kids.
year or two ago,
Bro,
the priest was kissing
listen, bro.
kids and giving them herpes. and shit.
Just do yourself a favor. Go on Google. This shit is like a pandemic. It doesn't matter where it is in the world. Catholic priests are raping kids.
Yes.
There is a redundancy.
It's
in
a
this.
priest
It's not just like it happens in Europe. Like no, it happens everywhere. The worst thing about it happening in Europe is because Catholicism is held in such a high regard there. People are so much more quiet about it.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want to like ruin like, the reputation of your
The
town
secrets of
because
the
a
Vatican,
priest.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
feel you, dog.
here, there's more whistleblowing about it because it's like it's North America, blah blah blah. But like Europe, fam, these kids are getting raped forever. And like little fucking fathers are sending their kids to be raped because they know how it goes. It's just a continuous fucking cycle.
Yeah.
It's sick over there.
Did you ever get molested as a child
No,
from
I
the
did
church?
not, sir. No, I did not.
Who screens
I
these
wasn't expecting
questions?
to ask these questions. Yeah, who does?
Because you're a black man. All black men get molested as kids.
Dude,
You got molested. You're saying pretty much.
By women, yeah. You got molested by an older woman as a kid?
You got molested, Winton?
no.
I preach this as a fucking thing.
You got molested.
I wouldn't
Preach
say
this as a thing that you got molested by older women.
No, I'm saying it's a common theme in the black community. That's
So
just
you got
It has
molested.
to happen to you.
not
Yeah.
to that extent. Not like
What are you talking about?
Because the
You
girl,
fucking shit.
okay, well, she's a teenager and I'm a preteen. It definitely counts.
Okay.
Okay, what's the age?
But
That's not like, okay,
But it's not
I-
the same. It's
I
not
thought
the
your
same.
older church lady came down the basement and ruffled your
That's
shit. Like,
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Slow
but that
down
happens to
though.
some people.
What's
Churches,
the
like,
story
on
we're talking?
TV.
When was the church?
What's the
our viewers
story?
was not watching.
After coming in
Some
with
old lady
vegan
came
meat,
down
she's like,
there
here,
and
I want
just
some
like, yo,
boy meat.
Give me those features. Give me those features. Cookies.
But I don't want to go past this. My guy, did you get assaulted as a child?
Yes.
What happened? Can you explain the story? We're not going by that.
No, I didn't get assaulted as a child. I'm saying I've been in a situation where I feel like now that I'm older, I look back on it, I'm like, yo, I wasn't at a mature enough level for this situation. Because I was like I said,
So what
preteen,
happened?
like, I was like 10.
So
Well,
what
he
happened?
was about it.
Yeah,
no,
about it.
Well, it's just like some dry sex and touching and shit with an older girl. But
how
still,
old was she?
I was too young to know this. She was like 16.
Oh, okay.
So
It
she
was a bit
fucking knew.
molesting.
That's
That's
what
a
I'm
bit
saying.
That
molesting.
is-
She fucking knew. Yeah,
But
so
still.
it's like,
She's just like, what can I get away with?
White
try
girl,
sex,
black
no.
girl?
I'm interested. I don't have anybody else to try this
Wait,
with.
here's a big question. Was that black girl big in the church?
For sure.
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say huge, but like everyone's big in the church. If you go to church, everyone knows your name. It's what was that song? Is that Friends? Their theme song? Whose theme song is it?
No, it's Maxwell.
No, yeah,
Maxwell
yeah,
Coffee.
yeah.
Everybody
No,
knows your
yeah.
name. It's Maxwell House Coffee. Where everybody.
No, that's
knows
Cheers,
your-
asshole.
Also, Maxwell House Coffee commercial.
No, it's not.
Is it the same?
No,
theme
it's
song?
Cheers is a way older show. We're not gonna give Maxwell
Licensed
Coffee the
probably.
fucking.
Could someone probably license it?
It's a real song.
I know.
Yeah,
But,
like-
I'm saying Maxwell Coffee.
Probably bought the license and they use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because even when they play a commercial, I'm like, oh yeah,
And I didn't want to
Cheers.
cheer-
Isn't that Maxwell? Our house in the middle of the street, and then they
Yeah.
do the coffee shit.
Yeah. Where everybody knows
That was
your
Maxwell's
name.
thing.
I swear. It was.
Yeah.
Our House was their song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our house.
Yeah.
Our House. It's a slapper.
That
Song.
was a slap.
Car health?
Carlos?
Yo, what's the hardest? What's the hardest?
Where the PC faggots go?
What's the hardest TV songs? What would you say? Like, what would be the hardest TV songs that you remember?
Hardest.
What do you
TV
mean,
songs.
dog? The Jeffersons, Mark. What do you mean?
How'd that go?
Moving on up to the east side.
Finally got a
I didn't watch that show.
Deluxe apartment in the sky.
I think for me, no doubt, in my mind, it's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill.
That shit
That's
got
a big
lit.
one. That's a big one.
That's like
It's like the
Bill,
emergence
Bill,
of hip-hop into white culture. Bill.
Nah, that shit was hard as a motherfucker.
yeah, the Bill chant is what got
Yeah,
him going.
yeah. That's what made me know Bill was cool. Like, you know, he wasn't one of those like white
I
guys
don't fuck with Bill.
that didn't fuck with niggas. I knew from then he fucked with
fucks with
niggas.
us,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hip hop
I
intro.
know you as an old man chose that song as your intro.
No, he wasn't involved in
He's there
that.
bobbing like.
I guarantee you, there were some interns in the 90s whenever that show started that like was in charge of picking a theme song or whatever.
Nah.
Because there's no way Bill
I
Nye
think
picked a
Bill
song
did. I
that's
think
fire.
Bill did.
That's
Credit to Bill.
2000s vibes. 2000s vibes is a bunch of like millennials on their cell phones, like tweeting, talking about what's hip in the black community. Trying
Yeah,
to
they
push
were doing
an
that
idea.
back then.
Back then,
Yeah.
that was just him breaking the mold, buddy.
So you're saying Bill Nye might be one of the pioneers of hip hop?
For sure.
I'm saying not only is a pioneer in hip hop, but he's definitely influenced some cooking.
Oh, man.
I seen him the other day on Instagram. He's like, "Oh, debunking racism. Oh, you guys came from here, and that's it."
Speaking of that, hip hop TV intro, Fresh Prince of Bel Air intro is another would be like one of those most iconic ones that were actually a
Yeah,
I
song.
never really liked it.
Jazzy.
Honestly.
Here's the thing about Fresh Prince. The reason why I don't fuck with Fresh Prince is I started realizing that every single episode has a lesson. I started hating the show for it.
Isn't that every
Every
TV show?
single, no, they all do, but it became very obvious that every single show
But
has
that's
a lesson.
a lot of shows.
It is.
In the 90s.
In the
Even
90s,
Saved by the
yeah.
Bell is like that, my nigga.
Yeah. Boy Meets World.
The sequel sucks, by the
It was
way.
super like straight up lesson to me.
Bro, how else are you gonna form this
Every
fucking show and
single
keep it going for
episode.
dozens of seasons?
So I'm saying you can't hate a show.
Yeah.
No, because
every show-
what I hate about it is because Fresh Prince of Bel Air was just like a weird like you know they have this like
Man,
hood
watch
black
Boy
guy
Meets
and the
World.
rich white guy, rich
Oh,
black
yeah,
family,
yeah.
and it's like you know it's like the episode where Carlton got shot for instance, like
Yes,
things
yeah.
like
That
that.
shit
It was like
that shit's crazy.
I was like, come on, like it just rubbed me the wrong way. When they went to jail,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
so many episodes I'm like,
didn't see that
come
one.
on, bro.
Did you see
You
when
see when they went to
Carlton?
jail when they drove the dad's car and they got pulled over and they
Yeah.
got brought to the bin because the guy didn't believe it was their car because there's two young black kids in it,
Yeah.
and then he pulled up to the station like, you did this
Yeah.
to my son and my nephew, and the guy's like, oh, Judge.
Yep.
That too.
And Uncle Phil's
Black
rich
Talk,
privilege
Yeah,
got
yeah,
them out
they
of
did that
jail.
shit too.
Yes.
It wasn't
So
his
got
privilege.
it.
It wasn't his
Judge.
privilege. It's the fact that he's a fucking judge.
Judge.
Like, Boydum should of judges.
That would be a power privilege, I guess.
That's power privilege for
Big
sure.
power.
Big power. It was a power play for sure.
Yeah, I guess
He's
judges
flexing
probably-
all over those niggas.
Judges do probably get some power, like in like a play.
Some
like that.
power?
Or
All
big
the
power, I
They
guess.
have all the power, my G.
Yeah.
They do it all. Here we call them justice of the peace, but you know, there's no peace and there's no justice.
Yo, what's your guys' favorite Christmas song though? Like, what's the
I hate
hardest
Christmas
Christmas
songs,
song?
man.
Oh, I let you
There's
go
gotta be
off.
one. There's gotta be one. Like, if you out of all the songs you hear,
And I'm a fan for the most racist Christmas song of all time.
what's that?
Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas
That's
time.
a real colonial.
That song is so
Let me let everybody know it's
fucking
fucking
racist, but it hits. It hits. It's like feeding little. Do those black bastards even
No,
know what
sometimes you
Christmas
just don't
is?
listen to the lyrics. You
No,
just
you don't.
sing the
You
song.
don't.
And
That was
that's-
listening to music as a child. When you get older, you start listening back, and you're like, "This is what my parents do. I'm
This
gonna
is
hear
fucked
this
up.
shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking terrible."
And that's what my people call cultural colonialism.
Yes.
That's just
Oh,
that is white culture,
Touch
colonialism.
on pedophilia.
That is.
Well,
I
I
think part
found
of it.
out Marilyn Monroe is a pedophile.
How? With who? Who did she rape?
Please explain.
No, apparently she raped fucking what's his name? Carlos Rizzo. Anyways, he's an actor from The Godfather. And he
Sounds
was
about
actually
Hollywood.
involved. Yeah, bro. He ended
Oh,
up
weird.
smashing her while he was 16. She was 28.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah,
And you know what also proves? Like, you're a
Something-
lonely
yeah,
bitch. How are you fucking 28 fucking a 16-year-old? This is, I always say this, like, yo,
You're not
male,
lonely. You just want to do it.
like,
You're
male
like, I can do this, I can
pedophiles
do
are
this.
bad. Like, pedophiles in general are bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But male pedophiles have like a certain, like, you know, like, I like young
Yeah.
boys, they're creepy, whatever. But like female pedophiles do this thing where it's just like, I'm just dancing this line. I'm
Well,
fucking like teenage
He
boys,
was
creepy
hired
dancing
help
boys, like
at a,
But that's the
at,
thing,
a,
it's
at, a,
like-
at a beauty salon, and he had to wash her hair. And he's like, while he was washing her hair, she was like, you know, like
fond
a
of
little.
his dick.
No. She wasn't. But she was like, she was a little like just overly.
Did she make him nut? Yay or nay?
Well, he's
It's
his
not.
words
Just
are-
like I said, it ain't rape unless they're not.
He's like, yo, his
No, I'm
words.
kidding. I'm totally fucking
His
around.
boner
Who-
must have been like
Whose
the
nut?
opener
Her
in the
nut
ear.
or his nut? So how does the rape work? Is if the girl comes, is it not rape anymore?
And in that
I mean,
kid
you
gets
can't.
He enjoyed it.
You came, so there's no way this is rape, right?
and this kid took down a
It's not
legend.
gonna hold up in court though. I tell you.
That's not
All right, so his name is Gianni Vito Russo. He's an American actor, and he played in he played Carlo Rizzi in The Godfather. So at the time, he was in trouble.
Did she touch his dick?
Well, no, but she was just acting like she was like damn near. He said she was moaning while he was washing her hair, and he's like,
You're
yo.
doing too much. Bitch.
That's kind of a vibe still, not gonna
It is a
lie.
vibe. Like, I'm not gonna be like mad per se if it's me, but I'm just kind of like, wow, like you need to fucking relax.
She knew what she was doing, man.
Well,
She knew it was his first sexual
course,
experience.
yeah.
His first.
They
you
smell
know,
blood in the water. That's what I'm saying. It's a pedophile thing. Just to smell the blood in the water, just knowing you can take advantage
Yeah.
of somebody. It's all in the playbook.
So do you celebrate Christmas?
Yes, I do.
What's your
Festivus for the rest of it.
Festivus for the rest of us.
so are you a Festivus then one? So you're not religious then? You're just doing more like the cultural celebration of Christmas than the
No one
religious-
does a religious Christmas anymore. Everyone just
religious-
does.
This guy's
Volcano
this
Christmas
guy's
is
girl's
just
family
fucking
probably does.
dead. I think it's just a whole, let's get together, fucking whatever. You know?
Or like a capitalist ploy.
Yeah, it is a capitalist boy.
People go broke on Christmas every year.
And fucking do it again next year, right?
Coming from the jeweler who's probably doing well during Christmas season.
Yeah, but like jewelry's-
Capitalism ain't hurting you.
I mean, it's not hurting my pockets, but
Yeah,
hey,
the Christmas season ain't hurting you.
I have to shell out gifts too, right?
So who do you got to get gifts for this year?
I
with
would
the
say
COVID?
jewelry is a better gift than any other gift you give people. Like that has
Most
like
I give jewelry to
long lasting.
people, yeah.
So you just give some. You just make up some jewelry for like
Yeah, I'll just go
people.
buy like a bracelet or some shit and give it to somebody. And, like,
So that
Like
makes
how much of
sense.
the jewelry that you fucking that you sell is even like people buying it for themselves versus buying it for other people? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we got a lot of jewelry.
it's like about 50-50 probably. So
it is 50-50. I mean, a lot of people buy it from the bigger
sure.
spenders are going to buy it from
For
themselves.
themselves, yeah,
Such
sure.
as yourself, sir.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's
But,
one of those things.
No, it is what it is. But like, I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things. Like, jewelry's like, I feel like jewelry's one of the best gifts because it shows more worth than anything else. Like, I know a lot of guys going crazy, like, oh, my girl got me a PS5.
That sounds
blah,
super
blah, blah.
shallow. I think there's a lot of people that'll say the exact pull.
Yeah, but then you can always
but, like,
pound
out
the
of-
gold if you need to. And
Out of
and that-
physical,
advantage.
I'm saying
Actual
out of
holds actual
physical
value.
gifts though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like like love or like gifts of servitude and shit like that. Like, no, I'm talking about like a physical gift, like versus like a PS5 or like a new desk or you know what I mean? Like,
I'd take a
socks,
PS5
like
over some gold. Don't worry.
that's
just,
like-
just a painting. It was on a thumbtack.
yeah, that's
It's on the
another stuff.
thumbtack. That
Yeah,
big
that's
thing?
I just put it up on thumbtack. Like right before you guys came, I threw it up on one thumbtack. I was surprised it was holding, to be honest.
I actually don't think I was even touching it.
No, I don't think you were.
No.
Like just like literally just put that up.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things. Like jewelry is just like
It's a
it's
statement.
yeah. So it means something. Like, when you get a girl an engagement ring, like it means something. When you get her,
Yeah, but that's a
ring,
scam in
it
itself,
means-
right?
Yes, all these things are scam. They're created by fucking. You know what I mean?
The beers company.
Yes, and like the narrative pushes the
The
narrative of like
beers.
things like
Marketing
a,
scheme.
but like a wedding ring has always been a thing. Like people have always passed
A
down
wedding
jewelry.
band, which is worth like maybe 3 bills even now.
So do you got beef with De Beers?
I mean, I
And
don't want to
Peoples?
fucking call them out, but at the end of the day, they are my competition, so fuck them.
What
Fuck
about
my
Spence's? No,
Spence's.
remember their commercial? That one they used to have. Like, is this guy getting wild?
with
K,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
K
good
Jewelers.
one, that's
Their
good.
jewelry's garbage. They
There's
always
Jared
SIs.
Jewelers, there's
What about the Cashman? He's the goat, isn't he?
Oliver.
I don't even think he sells jewelry. I think he
Sells-
just takes
yeah,
the gold
just
and-
buys
But he does
Beer
flip
gold,
it.
eh?
But he does flip most of it though. He has bare rollies and shit. Bare fucking.
Okay, he flips rollies and shit like that.
And he has
bags and,
jewelry
shit
too,
like
like-
that.
Yo, this guy low-key.
Yeah, he has everything.
Oh, fuck.
Do you think
It's
the
one of
gold
the big
man?
Oliver though, not like the regular ones.
Yeah, you can't go to, like,
the
an
main
outlet
Oliver
outfit,
has
like,
all,
Pickering
like
shit.
bare shit.
Do you guys think the Cashman's low key doing some sketchy shit on the
sure.
side? I was gonna say this guy like,
For sure.
He's sketchy in general, like, I'm the cash man.
I gave you
Wow,
money
we
for
went to go
your
on Bob
gold.
Lightweight's chair.
Oh my god. He's like,
Oh,
listen,
man.
I went to fucking, the other guy. There's another one, always on fucking CB24.
Okay.
What's his name?
The jewelry guy?
Yeah.
I only know
Is it
Cashman
Omni
for
Gold?
that.
There's Omni Gold, there's a cash man, and there's one more, and he's on Bathurst. Jewish guy,
Okay,
of course,
okay.
but,
Yeah, I
you
was
know,
about to assume. I don't want to
Yeah,
assume.
we don't know he is Jewish.
You said bad there,
Yeah.
sounds like you guys.
Let's
Yes.
not assume.
I'm not gonna assume, but I know he is Jewish.
Shout out the Jews.
I wouldn't go that far.
Shout out
Yeah,
the
shout out the
Jews.
Jews.
I'm not shouting on the Jews.
I'll shout out
My
the
people's
Jews.
died with them in
I love the
Auschwitz.
Jews.
I'll shut them out.
Yeah. But anyway, I went to him and he's like, yo, I took the bracelet over there. He's just like, oh, $200. I want to give it to my wife. I'm like, no. This is before I was in the gym.
Yeah.
So that thing would have been worth like maybe 2 bands.
Yeah.
So that's 10% of what it's worth that she's trying to give me. So these guys are definitely shady. They don't want to give you the full value of shit. So.
Not even.
Well, that's just in general. That's just like cash converters
yeah,
and shit.
for sure.
Them niggas be like, oh, you got a PS5? I got $30.
I got $30 for you.
Best I can do is
Best
$30.
I can do. That's their favorite phrase. It's like those niggas. What's that show in the States? Pawn
Best
Best I can do.
It's a dog.
I saw that meme with the
The
U.S.
best you can do
It was
is
like,
never the best you
it
can
was
do.
like the U.S. government. The best I can do is $600. Like it's like the stimulus.
Stimulus check. Now we're even for all the taxes.
I'm 19.
You know what trips me out
I'm
though about
18. I can't drink. I can't give. Well, best I can do is war.
War. Go to war. You might be able to do those things before
Best
you
I
die
can
in
do
another
is
country.
war.
I meant to say the one thing that fucks me up about buying jewelry as a gift for females is like I don't know what they
That's
like.
sexist.
That's the thing.
I would have
about-
thought you were going to say is when you break up, do you take it back?
I never got to that even that stuff, but I was more like because I know girls are particular with jewelry. Are they not typically?
Just don't get them heart-shaped shit. They really don't like it.
Oh shit! I
That's-
literally
that's
got a
something they don't
heart-shaped
like.
pillow in that closet for my
Yeah,
girl.
they hate that shit.
That's
It's
fine.
actually
Heart-shaped pillow is
inside.
one thing, but heart-shaped pendant's different. But like, I don't know. It's
They just don't like hearts, eh?
No, it's not. That's a little
It's
corny.
just a corny shit, like, you know?
Corny.
Like,
So what's the most?
They
What's
just
the
want
most?
jewelry in general. They just want, like, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit of golden
What's
diamonds.
the
want
most
nameplate, that's
common
what they
patterns you would get?
girls want nameplates.
Yeah.
Guys want a bust down something that they can't afford. And
Yes.
try to haggle with you on the price.
Ain't that the truth, brother?
Well, fuck.
But what
You
if
can't
you
make fucking
cheap,
diamonds
though?
out come out of nowhere, right? So that's what they do.
Just tell niggas that they're getting fucking CVDs now.
I should, right? You
Yeah.
just lie to them.
Yeah, just hold these CVDs, pussy, since you don't want to fucking pay for real diamonds.
Pussy.
Too bad I have too much integrity, right?
Yeah, pussies.
Integrity, always
All
get you.
this integrity's getting me.
Yeah, integrity. Eh?
Integrity.
So what's your plans for Christmas then? Are you gonna be obeying Dr. Tim and Doug Ford's guidelines of the not visiting?
Fuck, I don't really do much for, like, as much as I say, yeah, family, whatever the case is, like, I'll go see them, but I don't really do
A
much.
small thing with like
Eat
mom.
food and go home and sleep.
Yeah, just go there. You go visit.
Most of the time I'm
your
by myself too. My girl will go see her parents or whatever the case is, you know? And I'm just like, my mom's usually in the States for whatever reason, and
Where are you from? You from Ajax?
yeah.
Oh, you from Ajax? Born and
I
raised?
mean, I'm from the city, Toronto, and then I moved to Ajax. And
What do you think of Ajax?
Ajax is Ajax.
Very suburbish.
He's not gonna have that fucking opinion of all the older white women. Like, it's so dangerous now since the Diggers came.
I mean, Ajax.
Yes.
The darkies came.
I mean, Ajax is forever changing, but I mean,
I love being in the North Ajax Neighbors group on Facebook. Like, gems, bro.
Is
I
that an
love.
actual?
There's a group?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, buddy. I
Yes,
mean,
there's
all
a
the
North
fucking
and a South
white
Ajax.
lady fucking.
The Karen Facebook group.
She's like, oh, there's a
Bro,
suspicious black man on Audi driving by.
Bro, there's there's a complaint about like garbage in the
Bumping
park
his
and shit.
music.
Like, it's that serious.
Like bumping music.
Like, complain about any and everything. Like,
There's a blue Civic bumping his music at 3
Yes.
a.m.
Right, they play soccer.
Yeah.
I saw some kids playing basketball. Is that loud? Like,
Yeah.
any and everything.
Looking for a reason to call the cops. I'm not sure, but call 911 just in case.
You remember that time we were driving and then what's it called? They called the cops and said we're driving too fast. Like a neighbor, they sent a warning in the mail. Like what the fuck? Fuck off.
Oh shit.
That's what they'll do if you
Yeah.
write. If people write a report and put your license
Like
plate,
who's reporting us?
because they don't have authority to actually ticket
Exactly.
you, so they'll send you these warnings.
The thing about it is like the warnings, like they don't mean shit. It just means that when you actually get
It's like,
pulled
if you
over,
were caught,
you're more likely
you were
to get a
gonna
ticket.
get it.
That's all it
Exactly.
means. Like they just suss you. So now, like
Yeah.
when cops are normally just be like, "Fuck it, let this guy go," they would just pull you over just for the sake of pulling you over and then let you go. You're not gonna get that bly anymore because they have on your record like some dickhead's been calling in and snitching on you driving. That's why I go so fast you can't see my plate. So you know,
You gotta go that
Gotta
fast.
go quick.
You gotta commit.
gotta come in. Don't halfway.
Yeah.
You gotta break the law, break it good.
The way I do to get away from law enforcement is I be white.
It does not say.
Oh, it's like the guy that got the plate. I'm white.
Yeah,
license plate?
No, but on that, I've always had the theory is like I have a truck and I have a cap on my truck, which is the most old man, white man.
I have
looking-
tools in the back, so fuck off.
Yeah, so
I'm
like,
gonna work.
but cops just see a truck with a cap. They're just like, that's probably just some like fucking probably old
Contractor.
white dude.
Yeah,
Mostly he's on drugs.
Meanwhile, I'm
Extra
smoking a
almost like
weed,
that.
like driving around.
Yeah,
You smoke a bogey, you're white, you're in a truck with a cab, you're good.
I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I smoked while driving.
mustache and fucking.
I smoked while driving all the time, and that's like such a flex on white privilege when people like pull up in traffic. Like, look at these white guy kids, like not worried
I
about
say,
law
what the fuck?
enforcement.
These
stoner kids.
Yeah, not worried about
That's
repercussions.
Nobody calls the police though.
I know it's taboo, but like I smoke blunts and drive all the fucking time. Like weed doesn't do to me what it does to these fucking like white people apparently like it's not that serious. It's not a mind altering drug.
No, I eat edibles.
Literally makes me calm. Like
all day.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's if you can drive on fucking a Percocet or an Oxycontin, I'm sure you
or
can.
any clinical drugs that they give you for whatever depression or manic or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Weed is very fucking light in a comparison to all the other drugs that alter your mood. Like this is what we're concerned about people driving on. Like,
bro, I remember the police had some type of thing like OPP. They're like, "This is what it's like to drive on high on marijuana," and then they put on these goggles. You can't see shit. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I drive better.
I've never been so
I drive
high.
more cautiously. I'm like,
Yeah,
let me slow down. Let me chill out,
I'm not gonna hit this.
I've never been so
kid
high that I can't fucking see. That's insane, bro.
bro. Listen,
Can you imagine it's a level higher?
I don't know how aggressive you drive, but bro, I was downtown just now. I almost hit a bucket. She just ran into the street.
Good.
Yes.
I was going like 80 on.
Maybe if you were high,
I would have.
you would have hit her because you would have been slower.
And if you did
That's not
hit,
true because I'm always
I'm
high.
high right now, and I didn't. Could you imagine?
and if you did hit her, they would call you an incel.
What they call me an insult?
Because it's a van.
I think that's
it's a van
two.
thing.
No, it's a two people. You,
That's
if
it.
you get more than
Oh,
one, now you're an
geez.
incel.
Oh my god. I mean, she was clearly on drugs and.
Clearly?
Yeah, clearly.
I can't stand
What
that
does that
because
look like?
if you hit them, that's on you.
Like when you walk and you're like about to fall over just cause you're walking.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And like
Yeah.
she just turned and darted onto the street. It wasn't like
Oh,
I could see that she's ready to walk across the street.
Yeah.
She turned 180 and just went towards the street. So maybe it's the Matrix playing his little tricks on.
Do you actually think we're living in a simulation?
I do.
Yeah.
So what's your
This
thoughts on
really
everything?
does.
Please go off.
Really
I
does.
think that the way things are created in the sense of consciousness and everything is that there's some people that are conscious, like you, me, all the people in this room, and there's other people just put here to be in your way.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah, the NPCs.
NPCs.
Non-player.
Non-player characters.
Okay.
They're just...
So do you think you're living a non-player character life right now?
No.
No, I feel like we feel like
Because we
people
have the ability to self-reflect and to think on, am I a shitty person? Yes, I probably am. Do I do things that are fucked up? Yes, I probably do. And actually acknowledge those things, you're probably not NPC. NPCs don't have that ability.
So
to
give a good example of someone that would be an NPC, maybe.
I can't really think of one off the top of my head, but
They
if you're
wouldn't be a
just
public
driving down the
figure.
street and somebody just cuts in front of you for no apparent fucking reason, I think
Definitely
they're
be
probably an
alone.
NPC. Yeah,
Really? They just don't give a fuck because they don't give a fuck.
they're just bro. Like the amount of shit I see just driving down the road that doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do this? You're just here literally to obstruct me. That is it.
So
that is your goal in life.
do you think when you die, you could just wake up in like an arcade almost, like you were just some kid living a life as like a virtual reality?
So
game?
it's not like that, but I mean like we're all souls, we all live forever in that type of sense that we are living in this reality to experience life in the 3D form, and then when we leave and we have this experience now. So we could have died 100 times over, like we're playing a video game. Our memory gets reset every single time.
So you think you go back into humanity and not like a next?
Not into humanity, into another
Some
a
other
dimension, another realm, or whatever. the
okay.
case
I could
is,
see
or-
that like a reincarnation, but
Yeah.
somewhere in the
So do you believe in reincarnation?
somewhere in the universe,
Do you
right?
believe in reincarnation?
I'm open to everything, but I think the idea of like a reincarnation, but not necessarily within this world. Maybe your spirit just goes on to like you said, next dimension maybe. And I think you just are somewhere off in the universe. Have you done DMT or anything along
No.
those
What the
lines?
fuck, bro?
He wants
That's
to.
some white shit.
This guy thinks like fucking you.
I do want to do
heaven with
DMT, but
Jesus.
yeah.
I'm not trying to get too out of body. I like weed. I'm comfortable where that's at. That's just me personally.
We're gonna get this guy high on shrooms.
Be nice.
He's talking about out of body though. Do you want to do
Yeah,
that?
like shrooms is like I would do shrooms. I'm against shrooms, but like DMT is like no. Fam.
DMT is like you're seeing other realities.
I did a bit of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is it?
I just got to like the visual pattern stage, which
Yeah,
was just
it's
very,
like everything is patterned,
which is very
geometric
relaxing.
shapes.
It was just very relaxing, and it just felt like I was there. I felt like I'd been there before. Like once I was there, I was like, oh
You
shit.
felt like you're at home.
Yeah, felt very comfortable, and I just didn't enjoy the state. And then apparently, if I kept going further in, that's when you get to like the actual like
Your
waiting room
consciousness,
is like the
yeah.
next step, and then after the waiting room, if you do it right, you shoot right off into like where you're talking to fucking machine elves and all that.
Yeah, no,
Fancy
see,
shit.
like
Yeah, I
yeah.
heard
The
somebody
light
talking-
beam.
I heard the guy that was talking to machine
Yeah, let's do
elves
that
and shit,
shit.
and they're like, let me repair your body, and they're going into his body. doing
Really?
all- Yeah,
you know
yeah,
guys that were talking to them?
No,
and
there's a
shit?
guy on YouTube talking about
Okay.
it. He's like, yeah, these little machine elves. They're like,
See,
oh,
do you think those could be real entities, and like the DMT just like takes away the screen of reality that we're living in?
Could be.
Yeah, dog.
It's a
Imagine
veil, right?
they really are doing
It's a
maintenance.
veil of reality.
Like,
Yeah, they're like welcome to
Yeah,
our
welcome,
world.
yeah.
a pit stop, dog.
But I heard Alex Jones say that these elves might actually be like working against humanity and trying to manipulate people for the
There's different beliefs,
their
right? There's
agenda.
archons, like if you believe in like Gnosticism and stuff like
What's
that.
that mean? I don't know big words.
Gnosticism is a religion that was.
No, it's not really a religion, brother. Agnosticism is like when you just don't believe in a higher power.
Is it?
Like,
Agnostic is
Agnostic.
No, you believe
Agnostic.
in a higher power, but you don't believe in like the God theory of like multiple like religions and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's some sort of higher power.
Maybe it's agnostics that believe that there was a separation of consciousness into the physical form, so you can experience it from all levels. So every is a point of all existence. So you're experiencing it. The chair is experiencing it. Everything in this room is a form of consciousness, bringing it back to the total one mother of consciousness. Right. Yeah. So there's that belief, and then there's forms of evil and negative energies that affect us on a day-to-day basis, right? And they're called archons or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Okay. Yeah. So but you think this could be a simulation? I think that's a very big possibility. I could also think we're all in like a molecule of something just greater, way bigger.
Yeah.
I think we might
You
just
could be making up a fucking black hole that's making up a fucking eyeball inside of an iris.
Yeah, I'm big on that theory too, though. Like, you know, what
and
I mean?
the universe is just like next bigger shit.
So it's
shit.
so above, so below,
right?
right? So we can't see germs and shit, but at the end of the day, is if we have the tools to view
it's all on a spectrum.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we can literally be like a fleck of dust in something else. Like Ant-Man did it.
It could be like an osmosis type shit.
Yeah, Osmosis Jones?
Yes.
The basketball Jones. Basketball Jones.
So what's the point of life then? What the fuck is the point of all this?
Experience all of this and you bring it back to wherever you're going next.
You hear about fuck bitches get money?
Do you think we'll remember what like this life, or do you think it's just like?
I don't care.
I think you're gonna remember everything at the end, and if you don't reach the end, it's because you haven't reached the goals in life, right? The goals might be to ascend your consciousness to a point where you're able to understand these things.
Maybe there's no end.
There could be.
You think it's just a black
revolving door?
Could be.
A revolving door. You just go back in and back out.
Yeah,
this time I'm a snail.
I have a theory that there's only like, you know what I mean, even though there's more people being born, I feel like it's like because we're like a higher. This is just a meat suit.
Yeah. Like
in essence, we can split our conscience. So even though you're alive right now, as you, you're also alive somewhere in India as a 78-year-old man. And when his time's ended, you like me, like because
at the same time,
I would say at the same time,
energy is a constant, right? Yeah. So there's no like, you know what I mean. There's not more souls being created as the world is going on, and there's more people on Earth. I don't think that way. I think of it as the souls just being split in between.
But here's the thing. Okay, so the souls can be evolving from another state and form. So say, for example, you spent 500 million years as a rock. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is not like, oh, this is concrete. I believe this, but you can spend 100 million years as a rock. Now you've evolved into, you got broken down to sand. That sand got broken down into something else that created something else. Yeah. Now you're something else. Your essence is now a part of something else and bigger. Yeah. And now we've elevated to the form where we're a conscious human life.
Well, yeah. Because that's even the thing with how this, I don't know, I was watching some shit on Netflix of how like the planet works, and it was like the desert in Africa pretty much fertilizes the rainforest. And it's like, which creates like oxygen. Yeah, because like
everything's interconnected in a way,
it's this crazy ass like interconnectivity of everything.
That's called an environment.
Now, when you look into physics and the string theories, right? So something happens here. Yeah, geography. Something that happens here can happen hundreds of millions of light years away, right? Could affect something here. That's just fucked up in physics, right? So like they did atomic tests where they made an atom switch from positive to negative from one side of like an island to the other side. They're not connected by anything at all, but they made these things happen through string theory.
So do you think what we're experiencing now, we'll call it the Great Reset because that's what the royal family and all the elites want to brand it as, the Great Reset. Do you think that this is something that was inevitable, that we might be talking with an alien species now, and they're telling us to fix up?
So did you see that whole report about the Israeli?
Yes, that's what I was kind of going on.
How the aliens are around, they've been around, they're part of a galactic federation.
But we're not ready to...
We're not ready, yeah. So maybe this is the beginning of maybe something bigger, right? One thing that's crazy, as I keep saying, is again, that there's another planet in our solar system that's supposed to be coming back around. Whole bunch of shit like that, right?
Okay, wait, explain this. The solar system coming back around?
The planet in our solar system. So there's multiple physicists have said that the gravity, the way that the gravity in our galaxy, there has to be something bigger that's holding basically our solar system together.
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
So if you look on Google, you'll find them saying this, that they think there's another planet somewhere out there, right?
Yeah.
And then if you look back in reports of ancient Egyptians, ancient Mesopotamians, ancients, whatever. They're all talking about another planet where their creators came from and basically created them.
So you're saying, because I was listening to the theory of an old Joe Rogan clip of that pretty much we were an ape-like being experiment hybrid with some alien thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that fucking movie? The Alien vs. Predator movie, Prometheus?
Was that what the theory is?
It's amazing shot. Yeah, it shows it's like this original like godlike being. It's like a big white fucking motherfucker. Obviously has to be white. But he's like,
probably black.
Cultural colonialism. Back at it again.
He's like 8 or 9 feet tall, like actually like a massive man, and I forget what he's like. He like fucking like jumps into the earth or some shit. And just like creates humans. That's what they're trying to say is like the original story kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's really all about, obviously it's Alien vs. Predator, so it's about that. But it's also about, the origin story of everything.
Humanity.
And it's just shot really fucking well. Like, one of the best shot movies. Like,
Prometheus, really.
It's really appealing to the eye, yeah. It's
I think I went to see it in theaters,
Maybe
but I can't remember.
Maybe you did.
And I didn't like it at the time.
It's not the greatest movie ever. Like, the plot and shit and, like, the movie itself is not, like, amazing. Like, AVP isn't really known for that at all anyway. It's just a little bit like jump scares and shit. And, like, what is this fucking alien or predator going to do to me? But,
That's my guy.
yeah, I know you're big on the Predator.
Are you a big Spider-Man guy?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Why? Because of Miles Morales?
Yeah,
no, because there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out.
Because he's black?
My favorite superhero, he's sick, bro.
They're making Spider-Man
Spider-Man is
5.
your favorite superhero?
Yeah, well, aside from...
Over Batman? Dark Knight?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
He's a Daredevil, you.
Aside from Deadpool, Deadpool and Blade.
Blade's a nasty nigga, still. I'll give you that.
Spawn?
Spawn's awesome too, but I'm not big on like Spawn's whole like story.
Alright, yo, let's do this. Mount Rushmore of superheroes.
You love the Mount Rushmore.
Definitely Spider-Man. He's the most famous superhero.
Spider-Man, Superman, Batman.
Y'all niggas don't have Goku in there, dog?
Oh, that's
insane.
I guess. Do you?
Are we cool?
That's really what we were talking
comic
about.
book, only comic book style? Okay,
Yeah, so now we got
anyone that has Superman as a faggot, I'm sorry, I don't care. Man.
But he's gotta be.
This is what I was about to say.
Superman's a fucking cheat code. He's a cheat code,
If
bro.
we're cheating and we're basing on strength, he's a fucking
obviously,
cheat code.
yeah, you pick Superman because he's the best for sure.
But imagine taking an L
If
to
you play Superman,
Batman.
you don't need anybody else. You really don't need anybody else.
They just make the comics make other people beat Superman because it's entertaining. Like when Batman beat like the whole Justice League, I was like, Batman would never be able to do
Yes,
this.
you can, because he has white privilege. He can do a lot
That's
more
his power.
than
Yeah,
you
white
think.
privilege can stop anything. Even Superman.
Even Superman, the world needs. There's only one thing that can save the world.
The only illegal alien that the Americans appreciate was Superman.
Oh, man.
Not the only one. Melania Trump.
That's true. She's an import.
She's cute.
She's not bad for a wrinkly old bag.
Yo, I have a theory, and I've
PS5 secured? No.
I got a theory from memes that Barron Trump's going to be making a big revenge run at the White House one day,
I think
and
Trump's
he's
gonna
going to become
win.
an emperor.
Trump's gonna run in 2024.
He's going to become pissed off how everyone treated his dad because he's like young now. He's going to like hold a grudge for years.
Take all the rules to make himself.
Yeah, and then come later in life.
A Trump could never win again. Like,
You don't think?
like the Trump bloodline could, but like the name
Give up,
Trump
bud. You're like
could never win
mid-70s. Like, retire your golf course. Like,
What do you mean? Like every president is? They're all old white guys.
no, I
That's
mean,
how
if
it
you're
works.
Trump, like, you fucked enough. Like, what do you really need to do? Unless you're taking down the world pedo rings, which clearly he's not.
He won though.
What do you think of that QAnon shit? You're a big, you
I
think,
haven't even looked into it at all.
Me either.
you think Hollywood's pedophiles, pretty much?
Well, we
Hollywood
know
is
that.
definitely full of pedophiles.
definitely know that.
You know?
Do you think they're drinking baby's blood? The adrenochrome.
Probably could. See, I don't. Here's the thing.
Camera's gonna cut out right then there, all of a sudden, randomly.
Here's the thing. I don't put anything like in
Off the table?
yeah, off the table.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
like, okay, let me just research it and see if it makes sense, right?
Honestly, like, in 2020 made me realize this especially. If Logan Paul could book a fight with Floyd Mayweather, then why not could Hollywood be drinking baby's blood?
I know, it's not like everybody in Hollywood's drinking baby blood. No, but
You know what I mean? A couple. Definitely Tom Cruise.
The idea of it, of drinking baby blood, like, that's fucked up.
Did you
Really
guys see
fucked
that
up.
Tom Cruise rant?
Yeah, where he's like,
Yes.
the whole fucking
going-
COVID shit.
Yeah.
He's going off. He's, number one, he could be an adrenochrome user because he looks very young.
Yo, bro, nah, bro.
Talking to Mike, my dude.
That nigga's, nah, he's talking facts, bro.
No, it was fair.
People are super butthurt over this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, are you serious?
He's
like,
what? Like, how many
bro.
movies are being shot right now? The
Dog,
industry's
like-
in shambles. Like
Yeah.
you're fucking up opportunity for everyone by not following
Yeah,
the COVID
bro,
rules. It's
like-
not out of control for him to say that. Like
Not at all.
it's the way that
bro.
I look at things too.
Look
Like
how bad this shit is fucking up the world, bro. You guys want to do some dumb shit and risk us get like, bro. And it doesn't even matter if I really don't believe in this shit.
Yeah.
But The point is that these fucking, who are they? This fire marshal or health department, whoever the fuck it is, CDC, whoever the fuck is that.
Yeah, they're gonna shut them
shit.
down.
And
One person gets it.
The point is that they believe in this shit, and they'll shut this shit down.
So I'm saying, like, I don't believe in masks,
Bro.
but I'm gonna wear the fucking mask and not deal with the hassle. What the fuck?
A
Like,
lot of people don't realize, dog,
because-
and he was kind of iterating that in his rant. A lot of people don't realize, but bro, like, these film set, the amount of jobs that they provide is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, this is too many people like
people think it's like the director and like the actors. They're like, that's it. I'm like, nobody. There's a director, there's a producer, the editor, there's fucking lights guys, there's sound guys, there's
so
there's
literally, it's not an exaggeration.
There's probably like 100 people in that room directly that are actually involved in the shooting, though.
Just in that room alone.
Like, yeah, and that's not including like
and that's not
pyrotechnics, like all the other shit people are doing in any kind of movie.
CGI shit.
All the people.
Yeah, the CGI movies.
Editing.
Once you have a CGI crew, you have another 200 man involved. It's crazy.
It really is thousands.
It's a lot of jobs.
But just in one.
Yeah.
Like, that is ridiculous. You guys want to risk it on some dumb shit.
But the one thing
wear the fucking mask.
I do want to say in regards to the movies being still running, like, for example, in Toronto, The Man from Toronto, the one with Kevin Hart, that they were filming in Toronto just now, they just finished shooting. But why can the government make exceptions for these to shoot a movie as an essential thing and bring in people from America to shoot a movie? It creates jobs, yes, but you're not going to let Adamson Barbecue or... Not Adamson Barbecue even, but like these little small businesses actually do shit, but you're going to allow hundreds of mans on set.
Once again, like, that's what the argument is about.
Do you care about saving the day or not?
Is that, yeah, it has nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Like,
they're not caring about public health then.
Yeah,
like,
that's
either
what I'm saying.
you care or you don't.
You can't say it's
I went
outright
to the
care about public
Walmart
health.
at Ajax, and it was packed.
It's the brim on.
Oh, the Costco?
Are we all in here?
The mall, bro. At the mall, what they're doing right now at Pickering Town Center is like making people like wait to go in, and they're like trying to line them up, and then they let like 4 people at a time, and they do this little questionnaire like, have you been outside the country? You have any COVID symptoms?
Yes.
People are saying no, nigga, but it doesn't matter because the COVID system is as simple as a fucking sneeze. If you're sneezy, and people are still going to the fucking mall. I'm hearing niggas cough in the mall. Yeah, so what are we doing about this? Nothing. These questions mean nothing. People don't give a fuck. Everyone has to do what they want to do, and they're gonna lie even though they have fucking COVID to do what they have to do, unless they're tested positive and are actually afraid of getting caught. Yes. People are still going out.
Real shit.
When they are sick. No one gives a shit.
I fucking hate the people with their cameras like, oh, this guy's not wearing a mask. Like,
you're mind your business.
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
It's to protect you, right? So stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna break social distancing that I'm getting mad at you for.
People are gonna get like,
I'm gonna put myself at risk to record you.
Yes.
For what? So you could die?
To ridicule you.
Like, dumb. So you can put it on the internet on Facebook and be a hero.
Yes.
I call them saying
that's the problem, that you're painted as a hero for being like taking COVID to the max seriousness, like being anal.
That's the problem with the vaccine. Once they drop the vaccine, you're like, oh,
and that's what's going to encourage people to snitch on their neighbors.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they already tell you to do that. They say it on the fucking news. They're like, you should snitch on your neighbors, snitch on people for Christmas. You should snitch on your family.
They're the Anne Frank
snitchers.
Destroy the relationship with your family. Give them a ticket.
I know, right?
For Christmas.
And a fat ticket. Once again, like the taxation, bro. Like, I know they're trying to make it stern so we don't fuck around, but like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like $1,000 fines cripple people in a pandemic year. You're handing out these fines. Are you guys fucking insane? Yes. We don't look at it as an overall, like, well, that's what you get. Like, learn your lesson. I'm like, you guys need to stop with this like fucking police state mentality where you just think that like everybody should be policing you. And,
the authoritarian mentality.
It's a part of a fucking community. Like, relax. It's not that deep. Let people make their own decisions. Like, simple as that.
So you don't agree, so what do you think of this? Do you agree with what we're doing at the lockdown starting on the 26th here?
No.
I don't fucking like. It doesn't affect me. At the end of the day, it doesn't really
affect me at all.
I don't fucking care. I have a job. You know what I'm saying?
You're not seeing
anyone.
I
have a business, so right. So working from home and doing shit like that, great. Like, it doesn't really affect me, and it's better for me in that sense. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's doing anything. I think that it just needs to run its course. That's really it. You guys are not stopping the rates of infection. You guys opened back up prematurely, and look where we are now.
It's not opening up prematurely. There's no way to like you know what I mean? Like,
there's no way to really curb it. Like
what is the time? Like, what is the timeline? Do we say like, okay, we locked down for like a year?
No.
And then that's what I'm saying.
What are the numbers go down to like 10?
You need to stop all the flights coming in. Yeah. You need to stop the people who are trying to get over the border. Who sneak across the
So I was just watching this clip from a Lex Friedman podcast. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's like a big, kind of like Superman, Superman of the worlds. And he's like he's an engineer, like designs code and shit, like mind big in the intellectual world. But they had a guy on his podcast, and they were saying how they have these rapid tests which cost like $2 to make. The U.S. government has ordered like over 100 million already, like throughout the pandemic. It has a 99.99% testing rate. He's like, you can make this available at every house for cheap. do a lockdown and test everyone and put the power in the people's hand where you can just buy a kit for $5, make a reasonable price, even $10.
Yeah, make a profit.
Yeah, make a thing, make a reasonable price, and then you can have everyone testing themselves at home. Put the power in their hands. You test yourself. You put yourself accountable. 99.99% rate. But he was saying, because they don't want people, they want the data. That they prefer having like everyone go through the government so they can collect that data and control it.
So what
they don't want the
data?
people in
Exactly.
control of
So
that.
what are they
He's
doing?
like, but he's like, this crazy thing is like he had the test. He's like, we have these. Like the government's using these. Like we have the ability to mass produce these.
Yeah.
He's like, but they're not doing it. Why? Because public health may not actually be the number one interest. There's a money aspect. There's a pharmaceutical
aspect,
industrial complex per se.
That's not per se that there actually exists. The pharmaceutical complex is real, and that's the thing. They have rackets on certain drugs, and they push certain drugs through wrapping, through this, through that. So why wouldn't they do that?
5-minute test, by the way.
Like
5 minutes.
yeah,
It tells you an answer.
It's crazy.
Like, would you buy that right now if you go like at the store? But you know what I mean?
No.
But like you didn't. But
Well,
like
is it the one that they do like what?
no,
Is it like
you
a
swab
constant
yourself.
lab? Yeah.
You slide it in the slot. You close it up.
Yeah.
And you wait 5 minutes, and then if a line comes up like a pregnancy test, you're positive.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever, and then if you're negative.
I'm against any testing from my
So you're
side.
swabbing yourself, and it's not going to government. It would be an at-home 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So if everyone just did that,
and then you throw it out.
it's
and
very
that's
cost
that?
effective. It's
Yeah.
not expensive. It costs like $5 to make.
That's the thing
math.
is then
What if it's like 5G into the
reporting?
government?
Like where's this data going? Like exactly what you're saying is like they want the information.
They
So if
want the
everybody's
data.
doing This,
Yeah.
This whole shit. They're gonna be like, oh well, you know, how do we know you're actually
I feel
positive?
like
or actually
if you buy it
the
on the map, you're gonna ask for like proof of.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But that would
Positive
actually
evidence.
curb a lot of people, like from going out. At least like you're putting the power in the people's hands at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. Like for me,
I mean, if it's a first test and then you say, okay, now let me go to the actual clinic or go to the hospital and see if I actually have it or what the case is.
Yeah.
But it's still 99%
I would-
It's 99.99%.
if I tested
which is
positive,
more
I would
accurate
still-
than the vaccine, probably.
I don't know, fuck.
But
But
then
even
you call public health and say, hey, I tested positive on this thing, blah, blah, blah. Issue is, some people might just say so they can get off work. Some people might just say because of this
Well,
or
they
that.
can already do that now.
Exactly.
You say you have the symptoms, you're off work.
Fuck, exactly.
Yeah, right? You work, you just do jeweler, or do you
I
have
like to
another...
get into
Yeah, you don't want to get in your job,
Yeah.
Do you have any passions, like passion projects? Like, what else do you do?
Passionate about gold.
That's your
About
thing,
gold.
eh?
Yeah.
That's a passion. That's what you know. That's how
So
you
how long
make a
does it
job,
take to
not
make
job.
like a chain like you're working on? Like, what's that? How long would that take to make?
Maybe let's look at something like his.
Okay.
That would probably take about 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that long. How long do you think it took?
No, I'm just
Design
curious,
done.
like, how long to actually, like, when he gets
It
to go,
comes-
like,
it
what's the
comes down to,
process of,
like,
like, making even, like,
The
a chain?
longest process is like people being serious about having their money together. That's
Yeah,
what takes
that's
the
what it
longest.
takes
Like
the longest.
people are always
Oh,
like, I
really?
have paper like
Yo,
next
I have
week,
like
the week after. Like
2
that's what it comes
beds,
down
and, like,
to.
you know, like, I have to wait
But
until
the actual
next
process
week.
of making it.
You
is
shouldn't, by the way,
pretty
you probably shouldn't be buying jewelry, in my opinion, if you can't afford to pay straight up and
Yeah,
whatnot.
no.
But that's the funny thing about it is that the majority of people buy jewelry. That's how they are.
Financing the
People
fucking...
always come to
They
me
like to have the
"Oh,
layaway in mind, but they actually never discuss it.
Just be like, I'm not fucking Leon's. I'm not giving you a finance option here.
Exactly.
Yeah, people always want to like come to me and be like, "Oh, I want to get this done. I want to get this done," and then I'm just like, "Okay, yeah." And I mean him talk about it, and then I'm just like, "Well, they want it, and then they don't want it for another fucking 3 months." Then they bring it up, and I'm like, "Oh, this person's back on it again." And he's like, "Well, get a deposit," and I'm like, "All right, I'll try to." And then they're just like, "Oh, well, you know." It's just so common. Like people flake on jewelry
Very flaky.
all
Yeah,
the time.
like me, if I'm
So
grabbing a
flaky
cringe
shit.
change, I would rather like pay like the majority, like straight up. Like,
You just get
like,
made
the
in
money.
silver, and it'd be so fucking cheap.
Yeah, so
you
it's
get anything
cheap.
you want to in
Not
silver.
cheap. Anybody
Way
that wants
cheap.
Really?
silver is cheap.
So
Silver's
what, like how what's
so
cheap? Like if I
cheap.
wanted to get like we were saying about the cringe necklace, but
How much?
Yeah,
You
like,
like,
a
you're
big
getting like
penny for, like,
150
$2,
grams
you know?
silver
Really?
chain, yeah,
Yeah.
for cheap. Silver and gold are two completely
Cheap
different
is
things.
like silver is like $2 a gram casting.
Yes.
$2 a gram. While
Yeah.
gold is like
I just don't want to
$50
ever have to put myself in a situation where someone snatches my
no,
chain.
it's actually so cheap.
No, just to be like as a man. I don't
Yo, it's not gold.
No, I just don't want someone to snatch my chain
He's
as like a disrespect.
That's the
thing.
whole thing. It's the silver. Like you know, you need to go buy another one. You could have 5 stocked up, just waiting for anybody to snatch it.
You don't rock silver, eh?
No.
It's that bad? Is that not valuable?
No, it's valuable. It's gonna be valuable, and that's another thing about
What?
gold. It's been inflated so high that silver is the next step up, but it's way down here.
What's the most
So buy
valuable
silver.
rock? Would it be diamond? Like what would be the
Diamonds
most,
are actually valuable.
A lot of stones are
Diamonds are
like
valuable.
what would be like
rubies.
the most expensive like
Diamond's
raw
like
material?
a huge chunk of diamond is obviously valuable because we place a rarity on it. That we're talking about the De Beers
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
De Beers has made a racket on diamonds that
The price of diamonds is completely based on the size of the diamond,
Yeah.
and then the quality of the diamond.
Yeah.
So what other rocks would be valuable? Like, what would you say? Like, you know how in like what's that one in that movie with Adam Sandler?
Rubies are
What's that rock he gets in that movie?
gems or whatever the case was. Or
Oh shit!
yeah,
The
uncut
one-
gems, uncut gems.
Yeah. What's that? What is he? Is that a real gem? What did
Yeah.
he get in that movie?
Yeah.
What was
I forgot
it
what
again?
it was
I
though.
forget what it was too.
It was some like really rare thing. That's actually a thing, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Some type of opal was it or?
Oh yeah, it was an opal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So opal can get very, very expensive.
Why it's just rare? It's just a
It's
rare
rare,
rock.
right? It's a very soft stone too. It's hard to work with, but it's nice, right?
If I ever got my hands on an asteroid, would you ever work with asteroid material?
Put some
They wouldn't even allow it. Probably they're probably for science. If it was like a metal for not from this world that like was on an asteroid, they probably wouldn't even allow you to have it. They'd probably just take it
It's
from
like,
you.
yo, that doesn't belong here.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I remember I seen a whole
Yeah,
documentary about some
register
guy
it.
who took an implant out of his leg, was claiming that something was in his leg the entire time.
Oh.
Took it out, they did a metal test on it. The ion, like, obviously we have metals that are formed in our environment, in our galaxy,
Yeah,
right? The metals weren't even from our galaxy.
and it
Completely
is
out.
like
Yeah.
so it's kind of got microchipped.
Yeah, from some aliens and shit.
Yeah.
Who knows if it's true, who knows if it's not, but
Where'd you
again,
find
they
this
did
out
an
of
actual
curiosity?
test, and it was coming back that this metal doesn't occur naturally on Earth or in our galaxy.
And it's just in his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just not a periodic
Where is
table
this
at all.
guy from? Like, what? How old is this story? Out of curiosity.
It's a documentary, so I can find it
Okay.
for you afterwards.
No, I'm curious. Just I love that shit.
It was probably 4 or 5 years ago. This guy was complaining, like, he's saying, like, this is a pain in his leg. I don't know what to do. Like, all the time, I have this fucking
Thing.
sharp pain in my fucking leg. So he goes to some guys, and they're like, yo, there's something there. They did, like, a fucking biometric scanning
Yeah.
or some shit on it. They did a radiation test, and like, yeah, there's, like, radiation scans on it. The radiation's coming back higher than it should be. And then they decide to operate. Then the guy who was doing the test died.
Yeah,
The scientist who was trying to help him, died
really.
mysteriously. Whole bunch of shit. So
Government doesn't like that. But you know what that just reminded me of? I never understood. You know about women that like don't know they're pregnant? You know, they didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
you know when you ever see those stories? It's
Just
like,
don't know that they're pregnant.
yeah, and they're like, yeah. You
Ovarian
ever seen
cyst.
it?
I seen one with a girl who had an ovarian cyst and like it got to like that big,
Really?
and their mom's like, "You're pregnant. You're a whore." Blah, blah, blah. Like all this shit.
You're a whore.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You take your daughter to the doctor and figure
I
out what's going on
know.
with her.
You have you want to have any kids at some point?
Maybe
Maybe.
the world's fucked up, so maybe not.
More of an you rather abort that thing and eat it, eh? Just like the elites.
I'm not trying to delete his fetus, but you know, like, if a kid happens, I'll have
latest.
This vaccine apparently has aborted fetus stuff in it. That's
That's
why
what
some,
adds the flavor.
religious groups are
What's
like
your flavor?
protesting.
I have the flavor there.
Some like religious groups and Muslim like guy, and I seen some like church people were like
Saying
saying
we can't take
it's
this.
haram to take it. Well, if it has aborted
Religious
fetus, I can
guys,
see-
you mean the Muslims?
no, also Christians.
If it's haram, it's gotta be the Muslims complaining about it, right?
What do you say? We gotta
Muslims.
wrap it up soon, guys. We got the NBA starting today, so I'm trying to catch games. You Raps fan? Big Raps fan?
barely.
You watch any sports?
Football sports.
I'm not really into anything but gold.
Wow, a
And
true
aliens.
gold digger.
and
A dealer. But you'd fucking alien. That's all that matters, though.
To you.
You wouldn't?
No, if it's like an avatar looking thick blue
No, but an avatar,
ass.
they could look similar to us, so it's like you're saying alien, and they're like.
No,
basically
that's what I mean. If I'm sexually attracted to, because like I'd probably fuck one of those avatar bitches.
But you're like, you probably fuck a lot of things, so it's not like crazy that you fuck an alien.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. An alien could look exactly like us.
It could, if it does, maybe.
Well, they could
eventually it'll
shapeshift.
It could be shit.
I don't want to shapeshift. What if it's a boy?
Like shapeshift into a girl.
Totally, the boys.
Is that
We
gay?
already have those here.
Hello. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Cringemas. Any last words you want to say? Follow any
No one's
accounts?
dying. Jesus Christ.
TorontoGoldConnect.com. If you guys want some jewelry, blah, blah, blah. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, or whatever non-binary holiday you celebrate.
We're not celebrating non-binary holidays. Festivus for the rest of us.
I only celebrate Christmas to flex my cultural appropriation on everyone, or my cultural colonization on everyone.
Whatever.
So
Papa
that's why-
Noel.
I'm not religious at all. I'm just doing
Pop
it
out
for
with
the
a musket
culture.
and tell them to like eat a turkey
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah, especially that's why I only celebrate the Santa side, not even the Jesus side, so they really know it's not legit.
Okay.
I'm the Easter Bunny kind of celebrator too, and even Easter comes around, no Jesus celebrations.
No Jesus.
Only
no
made up
reason after
corporate-
2 days, just,
Yeah, I'm a corporate
Easter
holiday
bunny,
Just the
guy.
bunny with
eggs
chocolate.
on the house.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, corporate holidays is my
Wait,
holiday.
what is Valentine's Day supposed to be in terms of a religious holiday? Is it? Same
corporate holiday.
Same Valentine's Day. What the fuck am I talking
Same
about?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, same Valentine's.
All right, easy.
Alright.
Peace. That's just all not working.